first and foremost, let us give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. The honestly, the apostles and the elders that surely do rule at Great Millstone. Say peace and salutation to the sincere brethren out there pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sister as well. They just two of the brothers from the GMS cameras come to prophesy the words of our Father Yahweh through His only begotten Son Yahushai. You know, and what we're gonna really touch on in the beginning is who did Yahushai really die for, and who is the Lord's people. You don't have a lot of misinterpretations out there saying that hey, these other nations, you know, the Lord died for everybody, the Lord loved all these other nations, you know, spiritual Israelite. Right? That's what they teach in the Christian churches, that you could be spiritually an Israelite, and that it don't matter where is your nationality or your lineage, that hey, you once you know give yourself to Jesus Christ, then you could inherit that salvation. You know, a song that they taught us in school is Father Abraham had many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. So basically saying that hey, you know, because we know Abraham had many sons. So whether you be of Isaac, Ishmael, it don't matter. You know, once you give your life to God, you could inherit salvation, and that is not according to the scriptures.
Yeah, that is not according to the promise that the Lord made, right? Because that promise didn't made to all nations. That promise was made to the Israelites. From that blessing was come down from Abraham to Isaac, from Isaac unto Jacob, father 12 sons, right? Which we descend from these sons. We are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yasharallah, the prince of the power. We are the Israelites, right? Salvation is for them. You know, and that is why, you know, Yahushai say he pray for them, he pray not for the world. Right? He didn't pray for everybody. But he ain't come for everybody. He come to the will of his Father, not the will of himself, not the will of his own, but the will of his Father. And the Father sent him to who? The lost sheep of the house of Israel, the scattered, to bring them back into the fold. Right? So, you know, Christianity doctrine, you know, it's poisonous, you know, and it destroy the minds of we people. But all people today, you know, they just look up words. You know, as they hear Gentiles, you know, the run with that. You know, he went on to the Gentiles, you know, he own reject him and he went on to the Gentiles. When they hear that, them feel as, you know, these heathen nations they're talking about, but they just look up the word to see what Gentiles mean. You know, and that is Christianity today. You know, you will see, you know, once it's singing good, you know, yeah, boy, that is the day, boy, they believe that. And not everything that song good is the truth. Right?
It's a form of mind control and population control as well, because they created something that would allow for all people to be a part of. Because if you want to control the world, right? If you want to control all the people in the world, then you need to put them under one world order. I know a time back we was talking about that. The same way Yahushai, you know, Yahushai kingdom going on get established. He gonna get rid of all sin in that kingdom. So it will not no corruption in that kingdom, it will be perfect. So in this kingdom now, in order for Esau to get control of everyone, he would use Christianity. Now that is not the only form of deception, you know. It don't matter what religion, you know, what philosophy you're following, so long as you're far away from the truth. But Esau will use Christianity now and tell people, you know, whether you be a so-called black, whether you be a Edomite, whether you be a Elamite, a Chinese, a Japanese, it don't really matter. That, you know, this man here, this is the savior of the world, and once you conform to his ways, you'll be delivered.
And that's really a heavy deception, you know. And they just show that they part of, you know, his so-called white man business. Because they will just make him money off, you know, offer he lies. You know, they will making, you know, feeding the people, you know, lies. Because if the heathen, you know, them heathens, them, you know, the other nations, the Chinese, you know, the East Indians, if them only know that salvation is not for them, it's not no promise make for all you. Well, they wouldn't leave the churches. than giving all your offering and all your tithes, knowing that there's no salvation for all you. Right? So, if you go to tell all of the truth, that no salvation for all you, all you're doing ain't really making sense. A lot of them will leave the church. A lot of them ain't going and pay tithes, them go just live their life and just live it up. But yeah, all in that spell, that deception, because you make all nations drink the wine. A fornication, a sorcery, witchcraft. So if them knowing the truth, that there's no salvation for them. Salvation is only of the Jews, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Right? They ain't gonna be making all these thousands of dollars, donations and all these things for these churches and them. Doing by we waste every time we giving people them the money and thing, and and no promise make for we. Our end is slavery.
And that precept, bring out to show it's really a deception, and it's really a spiritual warfare, to where scripture say plainly for salvation is of the Jews. Right? Plain as this, that salvation is of the Jews. And now a Christian might read that and say, yeah, spiritual Jews, salvation, the spiritual Israelites. But there's no such thing. There's no such thing, so there's no such thing as a spiritual Israelite, users Israelite in spirit and flesh is of the other nation. They don't make sense. Die corruption, die no order. You understand? Kind of balance in that.
Yeah, to show you, the man used really crafty counsel by craftiness. Where he used, because when you check this whole Bible is based on Israel alone, The Israel love story, the Israel story with them and the power. This whole Bible talk about Israel, the Israelites, and the mercy they're gonna get to, a book of judgment, the prophecies, the two main characters in this book is Jacob and Esau. To show the other nations them, is really, he spit nothing. So if this whole book based on the children of Israel and, the promise, the Lord gonna show them mercy in the end, and bring them to the place. He's gonna plant them in thy land again. Right? Who was the people that was planted in the land first? The Israelites, when they leave Egypt. They went to the land flowing with milk and honey. Right? But they transgress against the power. Right? And the Lord bring these curses upon them. To correct them. All these things that the Lord doing unto we is for correction. It's for we to turn back from we wickedness. And turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? So the Lord says He's going to have mercy on Jacob. When you read Isaiah, the 14th chapter, He's going to have mercy on Jacob. Right? In scriptures in Maccabees, He say, plant thy people again in thy land. So who was them people? Who was they before the Israelites? Only them was they receiving the Most High laws on Mount Sinai. Right? And it's them who going back into the land. Not these other nations. When these nations them fit. They fit. Because they're going to be somewhere, slavery. That what they're going to be. Slave on, under, the subjection of the Israelites. Right? Under their dictatorship. That is their portion. Right? But Israel portion. Lord will die. Most I gonna have mercy on thee.
And that is just natural order. And this society is just a emotional society, so they wanna hear that they teach all everybody equal, and male or female, it don't matter about anything. Everybody just equal, everybody on one order. But that is confusion.
They just common sense. Yeah. If we at the script, at the book, 2nd Ezra says, 2nd Ezra 6, on the 54th chapter going down, the reading down, right? He said he created this world for Israel's sake. Israel portion can't just be slavery. Just can't be bitter. Just can't be, in bondage for eternity. No, everything had a beginning, had an end. Right? And they They just balance here. Right? It are good, it are evil, it are light, it are darkness. Right? Israel, they just can't be darkness for eternity and the white man living it up. The nation who the Lord says nothing, all these nations them that is prospering and living it up. That there is our end, there is our latter end. Bitterness, no. It has something at the end of this. Right? Where our shine see in Roman in Revelation 21. You're gonna wipe away all tears. No more sickness, no more death, no more pain, no more sorrow. It's gonna just be joyful. Or they're gonna rejoice with your Basham Yoshai.
Scripture talking about where it say is Israel a homeborn slave. But if they the apple of the Lord's eye, they're the chosen people. The chosen people can be slaves for the rest of creation to say they the NIT. You know, the super white man gonna rule. Jay gonna continue to be at the bottom, and these other nations gonna continue to be over them for eternity. It can't work like that because it wasn't written. Now, if it was written that it would be like that, then yeah. But that not in this story.
No,
you understand?
It's not in this story.
In this
but
story,
Jake does suffer forever. No.
In this story, Israel.
In this
you know,
story,
will be
this
done.
story talk about mercy. This story have mercy in it, and I think that's one of the key factors. Mercy. And they will be striving for the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yoshai. You know? They were the story having it. Mercy. Promises. They were the story having it. And it is written truth. Right? And days are gonna come. Mercy gonna come to the Israelites. To the elect.
These words are faithful and true.
Yeah. So it can't be bitterness right through. No.
So I point in time that when the scripture says for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
Why does look at this long suffering as I just look at this as the Most High building we up as men to rule. Because we had to be built up. You know, to rule. So what we're going through here, you know, it's just just to become, you know, fit to rule in the kingdom of heaven. Because you don't know how to cast judgment, you don't know how to rule. You know, and days where we, you know, where we working on, you know, to be rulers over our enemies. Because days were coming.
The backup way saying it, our precept, I think it's in Sirach, it say, if he desire scepters and thrones to attain unto wisdom. And what we know about wisdom, that you know when it now enter in, it's sweet as honey, you understand? But when it go down deeper, it become bitter, you understand, like wormwood. So all this what we're going through right now, as the brother say, is a learning process. To be kings, to be rulers. Because in order for you to be, as the scripture say, ye are gods but ye shall die like men. And the scripture say also, Yahweh tell them to be therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven which is perfect. So in order to reach that standard, you're going to have to go through some sort of affliction. The same way Yahweh, he had to go through his portion and he reached that standard.
And they say so it's so deep to show why we had to eat the fruit of life. Because we had to know the both sides. We had to know evil also. We had to know good and evil. Right? So we come like we had to do that. To eat the fruit. Right? To know good and evil. Because with the serpent say, you wouldn't die, you surely wouldn't die, but you will become as one as we. Knowing good and evil.
Yeah, and
right?
the serpent didn't lie. When they say you will become as gods, you know, doing good and evil. Like the true in the kingdom, when he was talking to Eve, you understand? No, hey, to show you how deep it is. If the Most High really didn't want Adam and Eve to go off, he would not put them in that body. He'd have put them in that true form. So when them come down now, them would not be able to go off. They would not be corruptible. They would not be can't. But he put them in a corruptible body. You know, even though Adam, they had the laws, they had the statutes, they had the commandments, and they were much stronger than these bodies, it was still corruptible. So when Eve hear that now they will become as gods, knowing good and evil, and she received all that enticement, she gave it unto Adam and then he became enticed as well. But it was all set up by the Mosiah Yahweh, because at the end of the day, as the brother say, if we are God, right? As the scripture say, Yahushua, you know, all things were created by him. Thrones, dominions, principalities, powers. They are in control of good and evil. That's what the scripture says. When Satan went to tempt Job, who did Satan appear in front of? He appeared in front of the Mosiah Yahweh, because the Lord is in control of good and evil. I think it's Sirach 39. Spirits that are created for vengeance. Shall evil be done in a city, and the Lord had not done it? Right, and so he is the creator of good and evil. That's why he is the Most High, because he is the founder of all things, and all things go back to him. So if we was to be made in that same image, you understand? If we are to be like the Most High, as our brother was saying, in the kingdom we're gonna be set up as mini Most Highs. If you are to be like Yahweh, be in that image, you have to understand the both sides.
You have to understand the both sides, because if you only know God alone, how you could know that is good what you know? You have to know evil. Right? And that's balance. Right? You have to know evil. You know, to know what is the good. And you have to know evil to know good, and you have to know good to know what is the evil.
And it also make you appreciate the good. Because I can guarantee, when we reach in the kingdom of heaven, nobody can be looking back saying they will come back here. You understand? So it will make you appreciate righteousness. That's what the scripture say, this is the life whereof Moses spake while he yet lived, saying, choose the life that thou mayest live. Right? And the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrinal life. So in order to understand these things, if you watch the laws, like Deuteronomy 20, it are the blessings and it are the curses. Now don't think that the Lord knew that we would not go off. The Mosiah didn't know that. Because he said that it said, well, for finding fault with the first covenant, you know, he would make a new covenant. And what was the fault that was found? Us. You understand? Because the law itself is perfect. That's the doctrinal life.
And it goes so further, because the scripture shows, I think it's in a man goodness of the Lord. Because when you read, when the Lord say he's going to sprinkle clean water, and he going and cause them to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So if he going and cause we, that means he control all things. But he's going to give you these new body, and he's going and cause we to keep the commandments.
They're the new covenant.
Yeah, so you're going to cause we. So show the Most High is in control of all things. Right? So I say we had to know the both sides. You know, the Lord was preparing me to be gods. You know?
Even Yahushua, this guy show like, hey, sometimes these people just can't get it, because even Yahushua had to go through that as well as Adam. You understand? The Lord controlled him to go off as well. He went off as King Solomon too, and if you'll be able to receive it, he had to go through all them things. That's why I say, call no man perfect, but the Father. And also talk about he becoming the high priest to offer up sacrifice for his sins and for the sins of the people as well.
Yeah, for his sins, for his own sins, and then the sins of the people. So when you ask these Christian men, when did the Lord sin? You know, it doesn't catch. They know the talk, they stumble at you. You know? When you bring all the precepts on them, you know, I think it is 2 Samuel, you know, if he commit iniquity, you know, shall be chastised with the rod of men. You know, Solomon didn't die that kind of death. Solomon wasn't chastised, he wasn't beaten with his straps, you know. Who fit that description? Hey, Yahushua. So who it was talking about it? You know, but these Christians, they can't get that. You know, that's stumbling to them, you know, the Lord blind them from that.
So Yahushua, he walked that path. You know, he come like he's the first to walk that path, because he's the firstborn. Right? And he had to go through that fiery path, go through all that distress and discomfort, all that death and all that pain and sorrow. And then where he went to sit on the right hand side of his father. So if Yahushua went through that, what makes you think that you don't want to go through that? And you are going to enter in any other way, you understand? You only have one path.
What's the position? What the position he get?
Done.
To sit at the right hand of his father. You know, he had dominion to rule. The Lord going to make here a footstool for his son. To rule over his enemies. Yeah, and we going to be a part of that too. You know, so we had to go through these little emotions, go through these little, you know, these light affliction to receive, you know, what is promised on the other side. Suffer now for a better tomorrow. Bear the strain now, bear the struggle now. You know, as one as you know the apostle will say, that is just, you know, a transition from one body to the next. You know, it's just thing a while. You know, and it's just a bear the burden. It's a hold strong and endure affliction. You know, it's gonna be over soon.
The scripture in Romans 8 say, for I reckon that, you know, the sufferings at this time can be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us, because when it say a light affliction, now we know it's not really a light affliction, but compared to the kingdom of heaven, it is, because you suffering for a moment, but you gonna rejoice forever. So where's a moment to eternity? And that's why I know me and Jake was having a talk where, you know, he went and he get jobbed up to go and get a job, and he was telling me, he said, boy, go and take your thing now, boy, right? Come out of there and go and take your thing now, boy, right? And real fighting on the top and trying to prove as to why it's a good to take it, so you know you could make more money and whatever. But what the scriptures say, to be allied unto wisdom is infinite wealth. So you will go and give up for 40 hours, 60 hours now, and you're dying to get the 60 hours through the slaving out, when you could have sit down on a throne and receive infinite wealth. You know, a scripture up there is like the quote where it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You know what you understanding? Because if you shall not want, you don't want and nothing, you know. You understand? You don't have a hope to get something. You know, you don't have to put, you know, work to get nothing. You just gain it. If you want it, you can't get it. You understand? And that is what men would give up for this kingdom. And the reason why they're giving it up is because the scriptures say, the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are unseen are eternal. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the things are yet not seen. And I just show you men living so carnally, because you will just look through your fleshly eyes, right? And you can't see the kingdom of heaven, you can't see how about Shem Yahushai. You ain't seeing the promises, but you're seeing the job, you're seeing the 30 hour, right? You just have to do this and you get it. So they run to carnal things. And I just show you this truth is not for everybody, because it takes a certain, the Lord of the free spirit within you to have faith and belief that He coming and all the things that promise will be brought out now. You understand? Take that Lord Spirit.
Like this will show you anyway, they do what I feel, because I'm watching like one of them YouTube videos, the guy saying 50,000 now.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 million in a year. Everybody, they want 50,000 now, yeah? They look at what ahead, you know, that they can receive a more better one. You know, it's just to bear it a little bit, just to hold on. The one now, and that is what we're going on with Jakes today. Right, the one now for now. The way everything no. They want to bear. They want to endure. Right? They want to go through that. You know, that's why you see them running up in Christianity, you know, because we're coming in this truth. It's not no better road, it's not no easy walk. Right? Because there's some men who I know who was, you know, in Christianity, you know, and in the world and the prospering, and they come in this truth and they say, nah, boy, nah, like I blight, boy, since I come here, me walking, I lost my walk, pressure, right? They fall out of the truth, they're going back into the world, because when they was in the world, you know, they're having everything, You know, but when they come in the shoot, they say, nah, boy, like, there's a curse all in here. There's some kind of thing all in here, boy. Nah, boy, they not the right way, boy. This is not the way. I never see so much of trouble in my life yet.
They don't judge things, they don't judge off of truth. You understand? They deal with emotion. So if it feeling good, it's not right. Because when, as they say, when they're in Christianity, they're flourishing, they're prospering, and as soon as you come into the truth, shit just hitting the fan, you understand? You lose your work, you are seeing your way, you can't save your money, your wife leave you, the children hate you, right? Your life just gone completely south. You understand? You lose everything that you once had. You once tormenting you. You know, I could tell you something, when I come into this truth, it's only then I started experience like sleep paralysis and thing on a different level. I never used to get that before. You know, when I come into the truth, it had reached so bad that hey, every day, every time I fall asleep, I used to go into that sleep paralysis and my body wasn't able, I can't move. And it used to get so dread sometimes. I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to sleep because I know I was going to the sleep paralysis. So I used to fight to stay up so that would make me more tired. So what used to happen is when I fall asleep, it hit me. You know, and the thing with that sleep paralysis thing is sometimes, you know, you be feeling things touching you. You might see demons walking through your room and things. Right? And I would jump up out of it, you know. And as soon as I jump back out of it, I would fall back asleep. And get trapped again and jump back out and fall back asleep and get trapped again. You understand? I used to keep on going like 5, 6, 7 cycles at that time. You know, and I just to back up that point that when you come into this truth, as Sirach 2:1 say, when you come into the truth, you know, prepare thy soul for temptation. You bring it out as.
Sirach chapter 2 verse 1 say, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? He says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
So what does take place is when they think, yeah, what is going with them? You know, when men come in the truth, they will say, well, right, they the truth, you understand? They the Most High dealing with everything else was wrong. They the Most High thing, keep the law, statutes and commandments and blessings. But no, none shall go unpunished. And on top of that, you're going to receive chastisement for whom the Lord loveth. So when you come into this thing, it's going to be pure hell. You understand? It's going to be pure hell. Sure, there will be times where the Lord will pull them demons off fire, but it's just going to be pure hell.
And the Lord will give you nothing that way you can't bear. You know, there's James 1 verse 12. He said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. There's way going on, there's one man going to receive if he endure temptation. But a lot of them can't endure that. All of a sudden see a little hell. The run going. And that's why we know a lot of Jake going to take that, you know, that MOB. You know, a lot of Jake going to run for that because Jake today can't go without eating, you know, for the day, much less for a few hours. They had to get something, they're hungry, they need something.
The insulin low.
Yeah, the insulin low, right? They had to get something sweet, they had to get them sugar, you know, and that's how these serpents go in and catch them. That's why scripture show you know, he set net, he catch men. They're gonna get catch, and they're gonna take that. And you should know they're going to take it, you know, because what would they did with the so-called vaccines? Jake's running take for because that to eat, that to work, bills have to pay, and Jake run and take that with ease. So much less when the economy collapse, and they bring in the digital currency, no more federal note, no more monopoly money. What do you think going to happen? Jake going and line up to take that truck. Jake going and line up to take that. You know, so a lot of they to show you the Lord in dealing with that multitude. He ain't come to save the multitude. Are just a remnant. A remnant shall be saved.
Indeed. Something with Jake is Jake have a lot of mouth. You understand? Jake have a lot of mouth. Plenty of them who take the poison, them saying they wouldn't take the MOTB. But plenty of them that say they would not take the poison, take the poison. When they was in the comfort now. When they was in comfort, you understand? They say they may have taken that the government this thing. But as soon as the job was threatened, right? The income, the whole story flipped. You know, my family, my children, you know, I had to take care of my wife, I had to take care of myself, how I go eat boy, and all them things and that. The whole talk completely changed. And he run and take it. And they use that term that is always used where the Lord know my heart. Hey, the Lord know I suffer. So he will allow it. But the Lord know Yahushua was going to suffer too. And when Yahushua bowed down, I was praying to his father to tell him to there be another way. You understand? Give him another way. Musa him answer him. You understand? And Musa knew that Yahushua was going to suffer. You understand? Yet he still allowed it to happen. So you suffering is not, that doesn't give you the opportunity or the option to say, well, hey, the Lord know my heart, so I can just, you know, get right now, boy. And that's the thing with Jake, as the brother said, Jake don't like pain. And now pain is not something to like, but it's a necessary pain. He say, for we know that both things, right, good and evil, work together for them that love the Most High. So pain is a needed good. For lack of better words, you need pain, you need suffering. That's how things are made stronger. Acceptable men, and you have it in Serakin.
Right.
Acceptable men, you feel it's not good. So I'm ready.
Right. Yeah. Second.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Sirach 2 verse. Let's jump down to verse 5. I'll start at verse 4. You see, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And now we're talking about, you know, Jake prospering in the world, and when he come out, and much tribulation, you know, things that happened to him, you know, all of a sudden things that happened to you. When he was in Christianity and it was not normal, you're working everything. But as you come here, you lost your work, you say you're blight, and all kind of things. You brought a low estate here now. Right? Because this is how the Lord has worked. This is how the Lord has deal with the men who he love. He chastise the men he love. Right? So if you ain't getting chastised and you ain't getting nothing, the Most High ain't dealing with you. The Most High ain't dealing with you.
Like Yahushua. You know, imagine one day you see a zebra eating a lion, or a zebra beating up a lion or something in the jungle. You go watch that and think that mad. But that what went on with Yahushua. Beasts, you understand? Animals crucifying our God. And that what the Lord show. Because that to show I don't know the extent of Yahushua's power. The Lord Yahushua is the founder of all things. The men who was beaten, he made them. You understand? He made them and the weapons they was using. The word, the cross, he made the elements that make the cross. You understand? He controlled that whole scene. And yet he was subjected to the elements, to these men, and put to death. You understand? A God, you know, being beaten by mortal men. And if that is the only begotten son, if that what Yahushua went through, right? He's the firstborn. Right? So you can take care of Yahweh, and that's the first thing the Most High created. And gave he all the honor, all the dominion and power. And still cause he to go through that. You understand? He sacrificed his only begotten son for Israel. Right? So if he had to go through that, what makes you think we don't have to go through that same thing, that same work, that same affliction?
These same niggas who proud and boy, you know, I proud to be a transgender, I proud to be a non-binary. You know, men proud, you know, to be abomination. You know, the love wickedness. You know, your Lord die, take all that pain to all your niggas. And watch all you today. Doing the same thing. That is why all you deserve death. And that is what's gonna come to 2/3 of our people. Death and destruction.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? We'll continue. Right? Surah 2. 5. He said, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the fullness of adversity.
So it say acceptable men, right? Men not worthy, men not chosen, right? Men that the Lord found favor with would be tried in a furnace of adversity, right? And our furnace is very hot. Understand? Our furnace is push real flames, real heat. And the Lord said He will put these men in that furnace of adversity to try them. Right? For gold is trying, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So as you were saying, when men come out of the Christian church and come out of these religions and come into the truth, they're thinking that they're gonna be brought high. And when in reality it's the complete opposite. You're gonna be brought low. And then you'll tell yourself, and I'll bring it out here in Psalms. You'll be telling yourself, well, hey, look, I serve the Lord, look, I doing what I ought to do. And I'm receiving more hell than I was receiving when I was doing the wrong thing. And how that adding up? In Psalms 73 verse 1 it says, truly Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. It said, but as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So he's saying, hey, truly the Most High is good to Israel, those that be of a clean mind, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. He's saying like that apply to me. And then I started to become envious at the foolish, because the foolish prospering. Them are doing no works, them have no faith in the Lord, them don't care to learn about the Lord. Them all drunk on the wine, you understand, or that fornication. Yeah, them receiving everything they want. Because sometimes they sit down and they really check it. The men, it may seem like that, the men who take the poison, look them getting work, look them getting more money, look them making it in this society. But when you watch it bigger picture, Verse 4 it says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So hey, you doing the right thing and getting a real blues. Son, striving to do your best and getting a real blues. And men who are doing nothing, getting gifts. See, therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with the fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And hey, that Esau Edom talking about slavery, talking about what the so-called blacks, Latinos, and natives has been going through. You understand? Speak love, they're proud. Because here it is. Look, I take your people and put them in slavery. Look, I had them calling themselves African American and Trinidadian. Look, I had them worshiping me, Jesus Christ. Look, I had them in Buddhism and Hinduism. Look, I had them marching down the street in LGBT pride march and thing. And use his big moves, use his power and watch our people. Right? He's speaking proudly. Yeah. And the scripture says the devil know he about a short time, but Esau in his heart believes that he going and defeat the Most High.
Yeah. That's what he say. He said that who gonna bring him down? Who going and bring him down from that position he in right now? Yeah. Who is the man to touch him?
Verse 9 it said they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. And they say, how doth Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Say, behold, these are the ungodly, which prosper in the world, they increase in riches. So you in the truth, you watching these men doing the complete opposite of what's supposed to be done, right? Israel and even Esau and them, afflicting the people, and you just watching the way things going, and they prospering in the world. They say they're not in trouble like other men. So them prospering in the world, them Them had the fatness of the earth. You understand? Esau could, the elites could go anywhere they wanted. Them had to worry about where they go and get my passport and organize my visa. Them had to worry about that. Them just could go wherever they please. You understand? They control the money, they control the resources, they control everything. And to prove that, look how America, I was watching a video, they were saying that they lied, that they had no weapons in the Middle East, and that they lied about the whole situation, and they didn't find any weapons. So them went in there and killed millions, the people native to that land, and it's a cool scene, nobody is saying anything. And that is what Esau Edom could do, that is the power Esau Edom have. And it's crazy because it is basically known at this point that they went in the people's land to take the oil and to take gold. You understand? They planned 9/11 and make it look like if it was the Middle Easterns that think they attacked, terrorists, and they went kill all the people that was native to that land and take their resources.
And they just when you really check it up and add it up, you come in the street, you just put 2 and 2 together and solve the mystery. Right? When they talk about Columbus, wanted to discover India and wanted to discover this and that, and he went to the Americas. He knew who he was going for, and to show he knew who he was going for, he carried a Hebrew interpreter. So, he add the dots them together. Why he carry a Hebrew interpreter for? Because he knew that these people who in that land, right, North America, was Gad and Reuben, right? Then come down, to the other Jordan Islands, and because everywhere Columbus go, he find native there. And what language they was speaking? Hebrew, right? He say they even call it corrupt Hebrew. So he carry a Hebrew interpreter to interpret it because he know, because he read the book of Ezra. He read the scripture and know where the Indies are, know where the native them was. Right? So Asarat, he was a unknown land, nobody was dwelling there at the time. But Solomon, he Navy and them, they used to go across to that land, for gold and, peacocks and all them things. I think that is part of America, them peacocks and them thing from there. He used to send them, he served them Africans and them over in that land. And she take them around that same thing a year and something. Right? But nobody wasn't just, dwelling there yet. Tell the native them believe when you read the book of Ezra and came down there. Right? So he know who he was going for. Remember the scripture said the curses shall pursue thee. When you look up pursue, it means to follow. That no matter where you go, once the Lord says something, it coming to pass, it's going to happen. And you see the curses pursue. The so-called white man come for them too. They could not escape. That's part of the judgment. That was the part of the portion. The part of Israel portion. We had to go through. So the Lord sent them against me. To do a cut the ass. To deal with the Israel, to pull me back and check. But Jake's so stubborn. All these things what Jake going through. Jake ain't turning from the wickedness at all. That's why the Moses say, he stretched out here unto rebellious people. Jake rebellious as hell. And they just show the love by Yahweh Shamir Shai. That they going and be in the kingdom to him. These homosexuals and all of them, right? These wicked Israelites, them going and be apartheid too. Because the scripture say all Israel going to be saved. But just the Most High going to cleanse them. Right? Because fire is a purification, fire is a cleanse. So the Lord going to cleanse them from the wickedness and put them to death.
And I was breaking it down too. Because even
they're going to come back in the kingdom.
Even though they'll be saved, it will have an aura within the kingdom of heaven, because the scripture in 2 Corinthians 2 You know, these be the men that put off immortal clothing, put on the immortal. You read Romans chapter 2 verse 9, it says, patience who seek for glory and immortality. You know, these the men will be, receive that crown of life. So the elect, right, the men, women and children that overcome this kingdom. As I always quote this song, Fall Out Boy, some legends were told, some turn to dust, turn to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Because them men will be remembered for all eternity. They the elect. You understand? They the elect. These the men, these the people that came out of great tribulation. You understand?
These are the souls that the men who were beheaded, who stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Now they are crowned and receive crowns. You know, these are the men who will be crowned worthy until Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. So you know you're going to have a different men in different office. You know?
And the elect would be, as Apostle Gabar was saying, the elect, they will be the head of their family. You know, but the 2/3, you know, the remaining of the Israelites that will be put to death, they would come back through the loins at 144,000. They would come through the loins of those men.
And don't feel that it can happen. Because it happened already with Noah. Right? The Lord didn't need that multitude to bring back forth the nation. He used them. He used Noah and the 3 sons. Right?
And we're talking about over 7 billion people on the earth.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's possible. You know, by how the Lord will set it up, and you can imagine it. You know, if your 1,000 generation in the future, you know, them could trace back, and they will trace it back to you.
Yep.
You understand?
Hey, a man in this stature right now, you could impregnate about 10 women for the day. About 10 women in the space of 24 hours. You could impregnate. Right? Die down. You know, how man was built. Die down, you know. So you don't need that great multitude. So if the Lord say, you know, a remnant gonna be saved, that same remnant gonna bring back Israel. And God said they're gonna come back to the elect loins.
And if you take it a step deeper, a man, I think it's in about 2-3 hours, a man has the ability to recreate millions of sperm cells.
Yeah.
One man with millions of sperm cells.
Yeah.
Millions of seeds. You understand?
A man will discharge now. Take a little 5 minutes and go and drink a little water. You know, go and drink some kind of beetroot punch or some kind of supplement.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, you back in action again. Right? You spit in fire.
Yeah.
You know? You can bring forth children again.
Yeah.
You know? So I just give a rougher man could impregnate about 10 women for the day.
Yeah, and that number, that's a number for this body. Imagine when we let, you know, the celestial body, where they have no refractory period where they lie down and rest.
And take a 5 or 3, and take a 1, catch your breath. You take that.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't have to drink no supplement. Use unlimited power.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
And they used to show you how children gonna be multiplying, how the leg gonna multiply. Yeah, can't hold everybody.
yeah.
That's why we know these worlds were created. They were created for Israel's sake.
Yeah.
Israel gonna be out there.
My father's house have many mansions.
All these other planets where you're trying to get in right now, that's not for you.
And that's a good point, because that's why he can't live there. Because there was oxygen on this planet too cold, this one too hot. Because it's not made for them. But if you is a immortal being, what the people kill you, you will feel too cold or too hot to say you can't go there. That is normal climate, you understand? That is a normal climate. But it wasn't made for you, so you have to go on these other planets. You know, and I just show you that what the scripture say, why must thou fear a man that that could die. Esau is bound to this earth. His body is bound to this earth. You understand? Esau can't go above what he was created to do and created to be. So he would try his best to go on the moon. He would try his best to go on these other planets, but it wouldn't happen.
Like, you know, and when I really check it out, when the Lord say in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, we're gonna be changed. Right? Like going up in the chariot. You know, in this flesh, we can't breathe out of space out there in this flesh. Your lungs will not shrivel up like a prune.
Pressure.
The pressure. So we body had to be changed. When we going into the chariot, we body had to be changed. But we went can't take that glory. We went can't take that glory.
You go up in the air to meet the Lord?
Yeah. You know, we went can't take that pressure out there. That's why you saw, you know, he didn't wear them space suits and them things, but you can't take the pressure. Even ride it because yeah. So I never went no outer space. Ride it, you go. You know, and you gotta wear a space suit. So go ride it.
When they climb in Mount Everest and thing, they gotta have oxygen and thing on them because the pressure, it will, as brother say, will squeeze down your lungs. Right? And as I said, these bodies are bound to this earth. So you so can't see to really go. Or if you watch a rocket ship, you just take off and go left, you understand? You don't go straight up. It's bend. And that way you saw this fool out there. When you watch the whole moon landing, and we also talk about that, how we can have sand on the moon. If the moon is a light source, you understand? How it have sand on the moon?
On that egg.
Can.
Because they stick the flag and you see the flag blowing. You see the American flag blowing like green. That would help there.
You know, and all these things. All these lies that he saw, you know, play. Like I mean, I was talking to Jake and Jake like he then violent when I tell him he saw never went on the moon. You understand? That's how indoctrinated the people is. But you saw, as scripture saying, you saw how the people believing that he's a God, right? When they need medical attention, they run to the so-called white man. When they need security, ultimately they run to the so-called white man. In want of, as scripture saying, in want of all things, you know, you go to your enemies, in want of all things. So them just watch Esau as a God, right? They watch the elites as gods. So when Esau tell them, hey, we went on the moon, we had this robot trillions of miles from the earth going around the solar system and the galaxy and all them things, they would believe Esau. All the chemistry and the physics and all these laws, them would believe that hey, the so-called white man discovered all these things. Only scientists, the historians, all important people. Even on a history standpoint, we like warriors and things, the Vikings, Spartans. They believe that they were all so-called white men. Because Esau wants you to believe that they are gods. And the same way, we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the true God, so we want to align ourselves to be like the Most High, so we would strive for perfection. Our people strive to be like Esau Edom. Hence the reason they always put contacts in their eyes to get blue eyes. They will bleach their hair to get blonde hair. They will bleach their skin. They will start to talk like the so-called white man. They start to eat like the so-called white man. They start to dress like the so-called white man. Because they're watching that as their God. You understand? It's all about the deception that the so-called white man plays within our people. Something as simple as that. Hey, how could a mortal man ever hope to go up into the heavens? It's not possible. And as I said before, these bodies bound to this earth. What does body need? It needs oxygen, it needs water, it needs food, right? It needs sustenance. These bodies were created by the dust of the ground, by the waters. These bodies bound to this planet, to this earth. You understand? But the bodies that we're going to receive by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it will be what? Incorruptible. We'll be immortal, so it wouldn't be bound to this planet to say we can't go up there. You know, as the brother said, them planets was made for Israel's sake. And you know, you look up the definition of the word Eden. It means paradise. Life was made to be a paradise for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for the elect, for Israel. You understand? You know that, you know, I'll bring it out after. You know, I'll just finish up on the Psalms. In Psalm chapter 73 verse 11 it says, and they say, how doth Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly, who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. It says, verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain, and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastised every morning. So it says he has washed his hands in innocency. So he has repented from the wickedness. He's striving to be clean. You understand? He's striving to be perfect. Yet what? Yet every day he's been plagued and chastised every morning. I'll jump to verse 16 and say, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. So he said to have this knowledge, this experience was too painful. The fact that I striving to do my best and receiving pain while the wicked striving to do wickedness. They receiving all things. So he said it was too painful for him to know. And then verse 17 say, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, thou cast them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors? Say, he learned these things when he entered into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then he understood their end. And as scripture said, otherwise say, envy not the oppressor.
Choose none of his ways.
Because they're going into destruction. When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall befall them. You know, so even though it looking as if the so-called white man will be in power forever, it's not so. His time is coming to an end.
Yeah, the scripture says, the Lord had numbered his days, the Lord had set that bound that he cannot cross over. You know, he was stick for a period of time. Right? And he rulership come to end. The expiry date, you don't reach this end already. And your contract not going to get renewed. You saw your contract not going to get renewed. Right? But you also come like he was on a contract.
Yeah.
To do these things. Right? The Lord put you on a contract.
He ain't permanent.
No, he ain't permanent. He ain't permanent. He on a contract.
Yeah.
Right? So when the contract is over, it's not going to be renewed. Right? God say you're not going to call me, you're not going to go into slavery anymore. None shall make me afraid. Right? Days will come in with mercy towards Israel. Right? But I bring on that we'll talk about so the moon and the lies that speak. They Jude 8 verse 14. Therefore he cannot find the depth of the heart of man, neither can he perceive the things that he thinketh. Then how can he search out God that had made all these things, and know his mind or comprehend his purpose? Right? How? You can't search out the depth of man's heart. What that you want to search out the Most High? And spreading lies that you go on the moon and all these blasted things. Right? Trying to search out Leviathan. You want cried out in the Pacific to drop bombs underwater. We looking for the fight with the fish animal. It's bright, you're bright. You know what you're looking for, you know what you're trying to see. You want to see Leviathan face.
Hey, and so you really want to see it.
You want to search out Leviathan.
He make it in the movies.
Yeah.
Godzilla and all them things. So you're dying to see it.
They were doing us. I think they were doing one of them sonar testing out in the Pacific. And when they're doing the sound test, they hear like a great beast growl. And he up to date with the gadgets. When they do the sonar test, they could from that sound, they could calculate how great something is. Yeah, and they say when they do the calculation and do the song, whoever make that song, it was twice the size as the Empire State Building. I had to look back for that video. I know it's going to be taken down. Yeah, they say it was twice the size of the Empire State Building. I know Godzilla was at that strong up from the depth, 30-story high, breathe fire, head in the sky, Godzilla. You know? He don't know. He don't know it had it. He know it had it and he's trying to search him out.
There are places on this earth, he saw, as the scripture says, he saw Calvary.
He discovered 5% of the ocean. 5% of the ocean you discover. But the other 95%.
And I believe that 5% is a lie as well. Because he so low, he can't really go that deep down in the ocean. Because I said, his body wasn't made for that. No matter what technology he built, it cannot happen. He can't search out, and that is how powerful the Lord is. With all this technology you so have, if the Lord don't want to see something, he's not going to see it.
Can't see.
That's why they set up all them things Antarctica and all them base, and you can't go in them parts, there are certain places that are restricted from the public and all them things. And Area 51 and all them, that ain't doing, that is serving no purpose. Because he's all reading the scriptures and trying to find out things. He's all trying to go and look for it. But it's not for you to see. Right? So you just wouldn't see it. And I just show the pride that Esau in them, because Esau feeling that Leviathan is an ordinary sea dweller. You understand?
He feel that, he feel he could fish him out with a net. Well, the scriptures talk about that. With the pierce, he could fish him out with a hook.
Yeah.
Feel like he could cage him up and claim to be a pet. He want to say that, I can come guy. Leviathan, but I in a bag, but a big mighty beast. Yeah, I subdue me, but it's not so. People only going and see him in action just now. When the Lord say release the Kraken, all they going and see him in action. But don't feel all they going to escape in all the submarine. All the underwater bunkers and things. It's Leviathan out there.
They say too, teeth of wild beasts. They don't say Leviathan, but hey, them lion and them zoo creatures in the zoo and all that fun, all that. Zoos, forget what it's called, like the little estate where they are, with them animals and things. Them same animals going to pull it to death. Right? Punishing the wicked to destruction, because, as I always say, creatures right now, they're not at the true strength. Because where this earth is, as scripture say the whole earth mourn or something like that. The creation mourning, everything in a weakened state right now.
Whole earth out of course.
Yeah. The strength that as scripture say, a lion is how the strength of 100 men. 100 men?
Yeah, strength out 100 men.
Right, that powerful creature. And because of the way things going, because of who running the earth right now, these animals, not at the true strength, but the time will come when the Most High will stir up that spirit within them. And they will see the true fury of these animals. How powerful they can really be. Because they're dormant right now. Yeah, everything dormant right now. Like, brother, you're saying, when you do not the precept, imagine when you're reading, I think it's either 2 Kings or 1 Kings. Maybe Second Kings. When he split. When the Lord, he cast out Israel, because they went into plenty wickedness. And the king of Syria, he brought men from Babylon and from Patan, all these places, and placed them in the land instead of the children of Israel. What did the Lord do?
send lions amongst them. And them lions them was fierce. The spirit of the Lord was in them lions and them. Them man eaters. You know? Tell them say to bring back one of the priests to teach them the custom. And the God of the manna of that land. You know, the God of the east, which is the Yahweh. You know, to teach them the custom. You know, because the wickedness was doing on the land. So they do it today. You know, so when you look at that movie, The Ghost and the Darkness, with the two lions into Savo, them lions them was fierce. You know, they say they never see lions kill and drink blood like that. You know, them lions they name gunshot running them. They was fierce. They running into bullets.
The creatures, animals already go after humans, so they might attack, but they will eat a human. You understand that? Not really that they more so like a lion more so eat zebra and buffalo and thing. Very sure they know the Lord stop his spirit within them.
Yes. Them lions peeling out the skin and drinking and licking out the blood. Crushing the bones, chewing them, mashing them up.
It's an incident like that. Carrying normally I don't know if it was some part of India where it had this tiger, because a female tiger. And it was dealing with them real fishes. And it wasn't just attacking them, it was eating them. It was eating the farm animals, and it was eating them. It killed 2 children or something like that. And it was eating them. So it died the spirit of the Lord upon them. Theta wild beast. Right? Spirit is created for vengeance. So that's where it's gonna come. So how you think that you going to escape? You know, Esau, Edom, these are our nations, and 2/3 of our people, you know, the wicked Israelites and them. How you going to escape these times to come? Where you gonna hide? Yeah, you go out into the city, it's bombs, it's guns, it's death. You run into the wilderness, it's beasts. You understand? You go into the sea and it's the Leviathan waiting for you.
Yeah, that picture we see, he run and he left the serpent and he thing and ABM at him. Right? No way to escape with that thing already, that thing waiting for you. You know, and that is by the song Peter Tosh sing. Don't press a man. Where you gonna run to? Say you're gonna run to the sea. But the sea going to be boiling. Yeah? You're going to run to the rocks, but the rocks will be melting. You know, that will down for you. You know, press a man. You eat the mice.
Book of Amos chapter 5 verse 18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and the bear met him, who went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So that the scripture say also in 2 Ezra, they that escape the famine shall die of the sword. Son, because some of you think, hey, God scripture say that peace and safety. You might escape famine, and you might tell yourself, right, when you overcome the odds. You understand? You overcome famine, you overcome that death. Not knowing that there's a bear waiting for you.
Yeah.
There's a sword waiting for you.
Yeah. When he feel that, you know, he escape, you know, he's elect waiting on him. Because which scripture say, right? Israel is his battle axe, their weapons of war. Jeremiah 16 verse 16. He's going to send for hunters. And he's going to fish them from every rock, from every mountain. Because they were Esau, they were his planners. You know? That, you know, when he dwell out in any bunkers, tell, you know, the radiation and thing, leave the earth from all these bombs and thing, he will come back and plant back and bring back the beans and, you know, the original plants and start back and build back. No, it ain't had that. Men coming for you. Men coming for you to bring you out in chains. Because you're going to be there, you're going to come out in chains. Right? So the fewer all you, all you're going to be multiplied. Just like all you had me, breeding farms, you know, and breeding with, you know, it just, how we like beasts, there is all you're going to be. So the elect, right, you're going to gather all you. And the elites and them, all you're going to multiply. God scripture say, for the children multiply is for the sword. slavery.
Just say, you know,
Bitterness.
none shall go unpunished.
None shall
So
go
the
unpunished.
Lord will make, will be breathing and the Lord will bring all your back.
Yeah,
Just for the sword.
just for the sword.
Just to kill
That is
all
all your portion.
Psalm chapter 74, verse 1 and say, O Yahweh, why hast thou cast us off forever? Why doth thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture? Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed.
Which thou hast redeemed. For the Lord had not cast away his people which he foreknew. Right? For the Lord, he rent Israel. Rent doesn't mean cast away. To done away with. Right? For a period of time. For Israel to wake up. To get it together. But read it back.
Say, remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed.
Yeah, the rod. And who is the rod of the Most High inheritance? Israel.
Inheritance, it's here.
Alright, get Deuteronomy 32, verse 8. See who is the Lord inheritance.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Now remember, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Yes, Jacob is the lot of inheritance. Today the Lord gonna redeem his inheritance. We not read it. Jacob is the lot of inheritance. I don't know how Christianity could go wrong that. When they hear things like that. Who is the Lord inheritance? Israel. Where are these other nations? How them coming to fit in we thing? How them coming to fit in we thing? That is not for them, that is we thing. Salvation is we thing.
I to show you too. Why it is that a Jake can go and say he will be a member of the KPP? So because that them thing.
Like their thing.
Right? And then it had times where Jake was not allowed to be a Jehovah Witness and thing. They had a real segregation. They could not drink in the same tap, they could not bathe in the same pools.
That happened with the Mormons and them. Them could not take priesthood and all kind of things. Them ain't all your niggas see.
Like them thing. And they make it clear. And if you really try to go wrong them, then you will be put to death. You understand? So why is it now that we can't just have we own thing? You understand? Why do I always want to involve the so-called white man into everything?
You are Jake who is the true Jew. He can't go and be a rabbi, he can go and be a Jewish. Don't feel he can go Palestine there and say, I want to convert into Jew to be a Jewish. Because them know to be a true Jew is by bloodline.
And they will tell the true Jew that he can't be a Jew because he's not part of the bloodline.
Right. And I like to show, they tell me that, wherever land you're born in, you go by that nationality, you're born in Trinidad. But born in Palestine, you can't be pregnant and go there to try to make your child there. You're not going to get Israel. They're going to get Egypt. They die where you're going to get Egypt or some kind of thing. They're not going to get it because they know this is for them, Well, who's supposed to be with us? We. The direct descendants. They will say true bloodline.
Talking about shit, I spread the other day watching a documentary with this fella boy. I can a movie with Jim Carrey and he was God.
Bruce Almighty.
I can a movie with he was in a high school as well too. You know what I'm talking about?
With Jim Carrey?
Yeah. And he was playing as he was God. A Jake.
Morgan Freeman?
Right, Morgan Freeman. He was in a documentary named Miracles. And in this documentary, going to different religions and different people to, you know, get their interpretation of what is a miracle. So he went to the Jewish people. I at this point I couldn't even take any documentary. I switched it off because this Jake in the midst of these Jews, so-called Jews, and them telling he, well, the Lord deliver our people out of the land of Egypt, and that's why because he went and it was their Passover, and now them are eating lamb, them eating all manner of things, you understand? And he saying on there and telling, and you know, he speaking and saying, well, there's the customs of the Jews, they celebrate the Passover because the Lord delivered their people out of the hands of Pharaoh, out of the hands of Egypt, and that was a great miracle that took place with their people. And I say down there saying, wait, that you get delivered, you know? You understand? Your people were the ones that get delivered. You say now next to fake Jews, believing that them as real Jews, and you yourself is the real Jew. You understand? And I to show you them rabbi and them, I was showing one they say, you know, the so-called blacks and whatever belong to the southern kingdom, right? No, the northern kingdom, right? Some of the blacks and natives and things, them is really the northern kingdom, the 10 lost tribes, but them is Judah, Benjamin and Levi. How, you understand? How that make any sense? That and I understand that, you know, two manner people come out of Rebecca's womb, but let make sense. How Olia and we, until we take it further, why Olia not receiving no kind of judgment and no affliction and dread curses right now? You understand? If all is people.
I mean, see all in sardine tin in the Atlantic slave trade. Olia was there, right? Because the scripture says you're gonna send them into Egypt again with ships. All it was them people them there. By Christianity, by them.
And then you know they set it up as how they set it up. To show how there are no sense. Well, in Isaiah 11, verse 11, say the Lord will shut out the hand a second time to redeem his people, right? Now we know when the Lord, that second stretch out hand is by the way of Yahweh, and he will deliver the Israelites, chosen Israelites, from the four corners of the earth in a great miraculous way. The earth will be destroyed by fire and he will set them in their own land. They're trying to say that after the Holocaust and thing, they put them in the land, so you know, that the prophecy fulfilled. They get put back in the land. Where was the Mosai to put them back in the land? Where was the great deliverance of the Israelites to get put back in the land?
Then the Mosai call all their bastards. Right? Then the Mosai love all their and all the true Jews that gone back in the land. Why you say a bastard will dwell in Ashdod? Where Ashdod is? Israel. Eh? So the Mosai say, the Mosai call all their bastards. But all the chosen people. But the Lord call all their bastards.
It don't make sense. I listen, Jake believed that, you know. I didn't think it was so deep, but it Jake so that actually believe that them is the Jews. Like them is the chosen Jewish people. But if you really think about it, if them, alright, let me say the Mosai put them back in the land. Wait all our war over there for. The scripture said they have no wars. They'll beat their swords into plowshares, you understand? No war in the land. Where all the war coming from? Where all the destruction on the earth? Where all this wickedness going on in the earth right now? It don't make sense. If all these chosen people are supposed to be in the kingdom, and we know we are supposed to be serving all of you understand? Now we are serving all, but we're supposed to be on our subjugation. We're supposed to be the gods on the earth, or we're supposed to have powers. Scripture say one man will chase 1,000, or we're supposed to have real skills.
Yeah, skills.
You understand? Real strength. But no, because all is not of the children of Israel.
I see in boxing Jake knocking out Esau. Jake Esau busy. Esau scratching out, Esau running. You know? All is the truth, right? people them as scripture saying in the Revelation, I think in Revelation either 2:9 or 3:9, I think that for sure.
7 words.
2:9 Revelation 2:9. 3:9.
Book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
The most I talking about all here. The most I talking about all here. All the Jewish people who say all is Jewish. Where the ish is. Wanna be. That's what the ish stand for. They want to be. Why do you think they're all wearing dark, wearing black? Because they know the true Jews are dark skinned. The true Jews are the Negroes.
I think it had a thing with Hitler saying, the Jews leave the land black and come back white.
Come back white, I think that was I think I had the sixth president of Egypt. I think his name is Gamal Nagas. Can't remember his name, I had to look it back up. But he said he had no sympathy for the people them in Israel right now. Right? Because they left black and they come back white. We're trying to say Israel went and bleach out their skin out. Yeah, they went and take cake soap out. And bleach out their skin and get white. These people then most I say well.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
Yeah, you're going to make them come and worship before our feet. They're going to bow to the so-called black man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. These Jews, so-called Jewish people. They're going to come and worship before our feet. Well,
and to know that I have loved thee.
Yeah, and to know that the Most High loved Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. I get you book of Joel 2. It's Joel 2. It's Joel chapter 2 verse 27. Alright, he says, and he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God and none else. So he's the God of the who? The Hebrew Israelite. That's who the God is. But when Moses went on the Pharaoh, he said, he didn't say the God of the whole world sent him. He said the God of the Hebrew sent him. But the Most High dealing with Israel.
In Acts, Acts 5, it says the God of our fathers.
Yeah.
So our fathers raised up Yahushua.
Yeah.
So if the God, right, the power of our fathers raised up Yahushua, and what was the inscription they write on the cross? King of the Jews.
King of the Jews.
King of the Jews. Not now he will be King of he's King of Kings. So you are all the people in dominion. By the end of the day, he sees of the Jews. Salvation is of the Jews. As concerning the flesh, a Mashiach came. You understand? What flesh? Israelite flesh, you understand? We, our people.
From the tribe of Judah. You get tried too. That is the Lion of Judah. That is the man who opened the seals.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. It said, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah. You see? They're going to come and bowing. All these nations going to come bowing. All these nations that despise the Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians today, that call we all these names, nigger, wetback, Africans, all these nations going and bow to the same people that scoff at. The same people who just spit on and say, there is nothing, all the power left all here. All there is nothing, boy. We on top of all here. Yeah, all they going and be sorry for all them things all they do. That's 15
say, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. So say, eternal.
And joy of many nations. What the scripture say? In the land where you have been put to shame, all you shall be famous. All you going to be famous in all the lands.
Say, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
The mighty one of Jacob. Why? Why all Christianity can see why this man love the whole world? Why? That he love all nations? Why? When he's the mighty one of Jacob, he died for them. If the laws, and they say show you another cut for these Christians and them. If the laws, statutes, and commandments was given unto Israel, and when we sin, we end up in slavery. But the other nations, them was worshipping idols. But them didn't get a taste of that. Them wasn't with we on the Atlantic slave trade. Them wasn't next door with we to say, you know, we sharing our bunk together. We all there one. The Lord the Lord ain't dealing with all you, but He dealing with His chosen, dealing with His people. Right? So the Lord wasn't given unto all these nations. All it wasn't there on Mount Sinai receiving it.
And to show how the Lord really don't care about these other people, because after the death of Moses and the charge was given to Joshua, and they went to, overthrow the people of the land. The Lord wasn't there. The Lord didn't give them people no laws, statutes, and commandments. He said, do this or do that. Them was just there doing the thing. But that the Lord people to place, you understand?
Yeah, it was doing the evil and the wickedness.
Yeah, you understand? And the Lord just went
put them to death.
and just killed them off. You understand? And they were already afraid because of they hear about the terror of the Lord that take place in Egypt.
That word done went out. That word went out already. That why the God of the Israelites distressing the Egyptians there.
Yeah.
You know?
So they are already coming trying to make bonds and make covenants with the people, hoping to escape that grievous destruction. You understand?
Lord, they want to hear that. The Most High not respect that person.
God.
We tell them, spare none. Through old, young, infant, suckling, slew all of them and possess the land.
And they wouldn't preach it, them kind of scriptures don't come out in church.
Ah, they bring out that.
That would destroy image that they want to depict. God is love. Somebody who is all love wouldn't say something like that.
Yeah, wouldn't kill little babies, little children. What kind of God is that all they're serving, boy? A God who's slewing infant and slewing children, boy? Nah, I'd like to show you he's a powerful, he's dreadful.
That's why
he's a man of war.
The fear of the Lord is the first thing. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Because as brother said, the Lord is not going to respect our persons.
No, they're going to see what they know. They'll fear him. I ain't going to kill him.
Or he go run in and he go kill the man, and then the wife and the children, they might feel pity and tell them they not spare them. Go to the next house, them getting slew too.
If it please the Most High to bruise his own son, who is all the heathens and them boy? That's all they can't get touch up. Who is all there? If the Most High bruise his own son, who is all there?
Can't say that just show you is a great destruction gone before he saw Edom and all you other people. Scripture says he prepares slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. The Lord is going and happy is it that dash thy little ones against the stone. Then precepts don't come out in church. Because your brother say what kind of God is that? Telling people to do them kind of thing. Yeah. So that's what they do we. And I love them to this day. And I just say Jake don't like the Most High. Jake don't love the Most High. Because he saw do that. He saw put that in him. He saw us tell her, and that was Psalm 73 was saying, he saw us come out and tell her what he doing. You understand? That he feed the children to alligator, feed the babies as alligator bait and buck breaking with the men, and he saw come out and tell her he doing all them things. And he know that all they can't do him nothing about it. And all they have no choice but to forgive him. So when the Most High say he just go and, I bring it out. Revelation
Yeah,
18.
scripture say, no, who possess us, slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Can.
They want to hold themselves guilty for the crime of humanity. You know, the things they did in the past and the things they're still doing up to this day because he ain't changed. The white man ain't changed from how he was from the beginning. The same man. You know, the same wickedness. Right?
In Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, it said, I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that she be not partakers of her sins, and that she receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquity. So he saw you to forget all the things he did. But it said the Most High remember his iniquities. It said reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, into the cup which she had filled to her double.
And that is balance. Scripture say, wherever a man sinneth by the same he shall be punished. Right? And how the Lord does deal with it, yeah, you get it. He doesn't get the exact same thing. He doesn't get double portion. Right? So what the so-called white man did, all they do what he to pay for that then. He telling all their bygones be bygones. But anybody do anything, he was swift justice. He was justice. Justice had to prevail. But when he do all your something, you know, let me over that now, like bygones be bygones now, but you know, that happened already, you know, everything, it happened already.
And that whole Holocaust thing, them were just killing themselves. If you really think about it, they were just Esau killing Esau. You understand? But to say that a moment in time where a nation rise up against Esau and slew them, and then you know that nation had to pay for what they do, that never happened. You understand? That never happened. So that happened to we people. You understand? That happened to Israel. The so-called white man. And it's crazy to me how Jake does that kind of never happened.
Yeah.
Jake don't care at all about what slavery. That was, they said that is in the past. Look towards the future and the future. But the future will be the past. Esau is going to continue to oppress all people so long as the Lord allows it.
Yeah,
That is nature of the so-called white man.
Them jakes existed there because our your ancestors them went through, who survived, who make it, you know, through the bitterness, you know, and persecution what others go through.
If the Lord had let Esau loose, we wouldn't be here right now. Because the so-called white man, he don't not Israelite, and the Lord chosen people that kill you.
But Jake, you see, but he saw Jake 3-4 years old became cutting. There's a man of, the scriptures before he has a man of fierce countenance, who will show no regard neither to the old or the young.
The pregnant woman and all too.
He saw deal with,
Had them on the field.
he saw deal with everybody better. Deal with children better. Right? Everybody deal with better. And there's the man who, you know, he look up as a great man, or they love the white man.
And Esau is a man of pedophilia as well. So don't think in slavery, you have your daughter there and Esau will be waiting till she reach the right age and tell her, well, I take it. She know she could be what age. He will ravish your fruits, male and female. And that's how Esau does get down.
Yeah.
And to show you, who could have stopped him? Lord, we had no strength to stop him. So who was going and stop him? He could have do whatever he wanted. It had no law saying beat them this amount and they can't beat them.
The Lord say you shall have no might in thy hand. Right? Because and there's a show by when you watch, say about 50 strong jakes on a plantation, running by about 2 white men, you know. Them can thing and kill he, right? They just show the fear. How we saw deal with it brutal, you know, we bring that fear, boy. You know, and it's the Most High. You know, he was called that, the Most High, you know.
But he didn't say that.
You know,
on a plantation.
I'd be frightened, I'd be, you know.
On a plantation, because there are a handful of Edomites.
Yeah.
They're like there's a band, like some army watching over the slaves.
And about 50 big strapping nigga.
And how much jakes will I be on one plantation? Hundreds. You understand? On a big plantation, you know? But on a small one, it might be 50 or 40, 60, whatever the case is. Them could have easily even if he so had he guns and things, the guns on them wasn't like how it is today. It had no automatic rifles and no, you know, heavy powered artillery and things. They shoot it and then another pack, put it on, reload, pack in the gun powder. That was musket and them. Them jakes could have taken over the plantation. But why couldn't they? Because as the brother said, fear ultimately of Yahweh Shemyahushai was within them. They was afraid of the so-called white man. And they show you how Jake so afraid of the so-called white man. When they drive in and them Jake get pulled over, men had the side of the race. Men just put their hand out the window. Men ready in license, insurance, one time. Because they fear that either might run up and gun them down in the car. Yeah. You understand? That the fear they have. I was watching a video the other day. I thought a mass shooting.
I say, shall I no assurance of life? You know what you fear.
The might was about 17 or 18 years. He driving. He had on a POV cam. He come out the car, he gone down 2 Jakes outside, running the convenience store. Only shooting Jakes, man, Jakes and Latinos and things. So, it ever part, either might run out behind a desk or something and he's down shoot him and either might ball out. The youth man ball out, sorry, and move along to kill more Jake, you know, and spare the Edomite. Because he went there with the intention to kill Jakes. And some white supremacy, a different term he was using as to why he went to do it now, but basically he believed that only Edomites supposed to live and niggas are dead, you understand? And we is the scum of the world, and because that always teach them, and remember in KKK and thing, they teach them that we is leprosy. We skin is nasty, black and stink, and yeah, that always teach them. So we is the scum, you understand? So he went out to carry out that duty and kill Jake. And all will continue to see this taking place. There ain't nothing strange, even in the judicial system. Something a so-called white man will get away with scotch-free, and Jake might get life. You understand?
You talk about that in when you read the book of Mormon, I think it's in 2 Nephi 5 verse 20. Going on day, you know. They say there was fair and exceedingly white, and the Lord caused a blackness to come upon them, you know. And that is how we black people come out today. That curse, you know. Garbage.
And they believe that too.
You know. So watch all that, you know, that curse. That, you know, it's black, anything black, you know, it's evil. You know, but we ain't black. We different shades of brown. You know, it's just like a speckled bird.
And you saw it, they know what they're doing too, because white is synonymous with pure. That's they made their robes white, the blood of the lamb. So white is synonymous with pure, and black, that's synonymous with evil and impurity and wickedness, you know. So they call we black, and they call themselves white, pure, you know, really white and
them is mass murderers. Them is violent beasts. You know, that live like them. All these nations, when I check all these nations, they live like beasts. And that's why the scripture say, this is our wisdom in the sight of the nations and them. You know. But when we have the law, statutes, and commandments to live righteously, to live civilized. You saw these other nations that live uncivilized. You saw jamming pig, jamming dog. You know, these other nations eating all kind of unclean meat, all kind of things.
Speaking of unclean meat, the other day Jake tell me, beef and red meat, but red meat not good for you. High cholesterol, cancer cells, you understand? You're killing yourself by eating red meat. Because the reasons behind that, because why buy the red meat? You know, when you're doing plenty heavy exercise, it have a protein in the red meat known as leucine, which just help you build muscle more efficiently and quicker. You understand? So he say the doctors are saying, you know, red meat is cancer. He say, but you see pork is the cleanest meat that you can eat besides chicken and fish. Pork. And this Jake was dead serious, right? So then I tell him, I say, well, if the Most High in the dietary law, in the law, give we certain animals that we could eat and certain animals that we can't eat. And they the creator of all things, they the founder of the animals, they the founder of your digestive system and the body that you in. Obviously, I would like to believe that the creator of these things knows best on what the body needs. And not no doctor can tell me pork good for me if the Mosai who make the pig and make the cow say to eat the cow. You understand? And then Jake crazy, you know.
Like when you read Isaiah 66, we say, you know, they purify it and sanctify the self. You know, eating the swine flesh. Right? Them just bless it and say, boy, bless and eat. You know? Bless talk and eat. Them sanctifying something the Mosai say not to do, not to eat. And trying to purify that. The scripture say, who could bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So you can't tell me that you make pork clean now and the Mosai say it unclean. I think that's why Jakes need death. That's what Jakes need.
And it's a disobedience to the guy. If the Mosai say not to eat it, where is the question about? The Lord said not to eat it. It divided the hoof by chew it, not the cut. Don't eat it. You understand?
How hard is it that?
Jake will like to follow instructions at all.
That's why we in this state today. By not following instructions.
In the book of Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15, it says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
He didn't say mercy. To render his anger with fury, wrath, great wrath. They're going to have great heat, fervent heat. Going to come out these missiles. They're going to come out these ICBM. Some dread radiation. That the fire ain't even want to touch you. The radiation from that going and melt your flesh or fire bones. Your eye sockets them going and melt out with that radiation from these ICBM.
Say, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah, he didn't say a few, you know. Many. They just show, you know, how wickedness, you know, the people in this world is. A great amount going and get killed.
And if you watch it, the elect, right, 1/3 of Israel is in the millions, but a couple million compared to the 7 billion. It is a small remnant.
Yeah.
When you compare the amount of lives saved to the amount of lives destroyed, it is a small remnant. In verse 17, it said, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Yeah, and the mouse. All that goes back to rabbit, manipu, putti, tattoo, armadillo. You know, all them things is rodents after his family, after the rat family. So that's why the scriptures talk about, you know, the mouse after his kind. You know, the mouse ain't going on, you know, he label down everything. So when he say the mouse after his kind, you know, all of them is family to the rat. The rat family. You know, and that is all like, a man telling me manipu is the sweetest meat. You prefer manipu over pork.
I just show these people, as we always say, is moved by feeling. You understand? Because if you really think about it, some guys always say, this flesh can't discern between right and wrong. Your flesh don't care about whether you eat pork or chicken, because your body have the ability to digest pork to some extent. So all your body seeing is food, is sustenance. So it will eat pork, it will eat rat, it will eat manipu and bone and crab or whatever, because it sees sustenance, it sees energy. But that why it's not to go after the outward man. You live after the inward man. Same thing with adultery. Your body don't see your brother wife or a woman not married. Your body does see the ability to procreate, to reproduce. to put your seed, if you put your seed in she could bring forth that child. Whether she married or not. So that's what your body seeing. And that's what it takes place when you live after the outward man.
When you live after the flesh.
And when the scripture say they that sanctify, themselves eating swine's flesh. It's not just talking about the dietary laws, it's talking about all manner of uncleanness as well. Because they sanctify adultery, they sanctify idolatry, fornication, they glorify these things. You understand?
And just brag about that. Like if that is something good to do. Yeah, well, I just have sex with that man girl and I just have she in all kind of position and I just shell out she. They would them just take joy in talking wickedness, evil. You know?
And I'll go so far as to say Jake rather deal with a woman who have a man than with a woman who ain't deal with a man. Because the boast in it now, but the glory, the so-called glory behind it that hey, I take girl from him. You know? You feel this all the time about watch, I take girl from him. That kind of rank sting where
Jig fame. Jig fame is by dealing with the next man woman. And that is a big theme to them. You know, I take he bird. You know, and they knowing what the Lord going on with stuff for them, what the Lord preparing them for him. When they're thinking they're going to escape. The Lord has something mighty for them in the day of the judgment. And that's why when you see niggas, getting in accident, getting gunned down, everybody calling, he was a good man, this and that. It's the wickedness when he thinking nobody see him. He knowing that the eyes of the Lord 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the ways of men. That the most I see him. Men might be missing and he didn't pay attention and he really see him, he duck them. So he think, well, he get away. Not knowing that the most I see you. The way the Lord say, that man shall be punished in the street where he suspected not he shall be taken. Right? And a lot of them, they might be home in knowing that this morning they're going and die. They kiss the wife, they kiss the family. Maybe I go see you when I come home. And that never happened. You ask judge out in the streets where you suspected not because you ain't looking out for it. And the most I judge you.
So
So
this get judged too, like men who on motorbike and things. All the guts in the street. All the brains and all them things out in the open. The body open out.
But I see the accident we had
And the girl was balling on
going up Crep, they were all here bus way.
Yeah.
And the most I trapped that spirit inside it. And feeling that pain, is that? That heavy judgment, boy.
I was watching.
The most I to trap your spirit. All here bus way, your whole, you ain't see no foot, no way, your whole way is all they gone. And you got outside and you balling, you watching like balling.
I see something.
That is heavy judgment.
A video. Them so-called Spanish and them when them killing, they not quick get with them. Son, it's just suffer thing when you're dying with them. They cut off the man's legs, the arms, and they stab out his chest and thing. But they pumping something into your hand, into like the body, and keeping him alive. And making him more aware of his senses and his surroundings. So he's feeling all that pain. Right? He has no limbs and they stabbing him in the belly and he's staying alive, You understand? And that is how Hashem Yahushua. That is a dread way to die. And that is what going to be taken. But don't think, the missile hit. You burn up in a second and you wake up in the kingdom, You're going and feel that. You understand? It's not going to be it happens so fast you feel it. You had to feel it.
You must feel it.
You will feel it.
You don't feel you're going to get the easy way out is death. They say that get quick and dies a day. No. You don't feel your flesh dropping out like liquid and boiling in that flame.
Sirach chapter 23 verse 17 it says all bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die.
Yeah, and that is these so-called players, all manner sweet to them. Doesn't matter if she man You know? All bread sweet to eat. You know? Once he go in a vagina, he discharge, he feels sweet. It doesn't matter if it's a man possession and a man property. And he ain't business about that. Because he will leave off till he die. And you see Jakes is beyond that stupidness. You know? Jake going and lie, Jake going and deceive she, Jake going and flaunt all kind of money, all kind of thing. Car, Jake's thing. Spending money on she, all kind of thing. Sometimes she husband might be having that money, you know, to take out the woman, to treat she how he want to treat she. And the next man going and do that now. Waiting that going and lead to. That going to lead to destruction, because just talk about that in Sirach 9 verse 9.
Spending money on another woman.
Can
Can.
sit not with her next man's wife. Neither spend money on she. You know, because what has happened? She going to start a fall for you. Because you doing something where she might not do it. And you teaching she good, you gain she money, you can she out on dates and all kind of thing. Women emotional and materialistic and easy. So she going and fall for you. And through that desire, well, they going and fall into destruction. Sex going and take place. And that's how easy it is. That's why the Lord passed up to that. Don't deal with our next man's wife. Don't carry out our next man's wife. Don't spend no money on our next man's woman. That is not your woman. Right? To prevent these shit what is happening. That is a prevention. You know?
Say a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
That's what it is get to happen. The feel, you know, the Most High memory bank full. That, you know, he can't take no more information. He data full. He have a 2 gig. And that 2 gig full already. Right? So he have a 1 tera or a 2 tera. And that is it. He can't take no more information. Right? No more data. He can't take no more data. Otherwise that can overload the circuit. Right? So he don't have enough in his hands already. He can't remember me.
And I just show you too. If you look at the human mind, it's basically infinite. When you read up on the body, your brain, if it wasn't for your body decaying, your brain could work in it. It could continue to work so long as your body intact, your brain would continue to work. You'll still be able to continue to think and, you know, cognitive function, all them things. And that is you in this weak vessel. So imagine the Lord, you understand? The creator of that. Because when you really think about your mind, it doesn't stop. You can be continually thinking. Your mind always going on something. So you're alive. So imagine the Most High. You see, as the brother said, the Lord ain't not forgetting. They say he reached max capacity of thoughts. You understand? He can't remember nothing else. He had a cloudy storage. You understand? He go forget you.
He had a refactory set he had, right?
Yeah.
No, they had that. Unlimited memory.
Sirach chapter 23 verse 19, it say, such a man only fear the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Yeah, you didn't get sunlight at a certain depth in the sea. That sunlight shining down inside on you. Right? You can look up to the sun right now. Your eyes are going to start to and water. Watching that light from this far distance. Watching that light. So imagine the Most High eyes 10,000 times brighter than that. Watch how bright the place is now. Right? Bright. You could see. So much as 10,000 times that bright. Or you could hide for a man that have best lens. That a man eye like magnifying glass. Could zoom in on you from far. How you could hide from a man like that? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so deep too. The Most High vision. When I think about the Lord's vision, He's seeing through your eyes too, you know. But He tap into your system. So the Lord seeing through your eye, He's seeing through the prophet's eyes, He's seeing through everybody's eyes.
And watch it, and
Angels.
But the Lord can see you, the Lord seeing you through the birds.
Can.
And the birds watching you are doing your wickedness and thinking, well, you know, and the birds are only watching and peeping.
Can.
The Lord seeing you through all them. Right? The eyes of the Lord is upon the earth by the angels, the prophets, you know, everything.
The verse. It says, such a man only fear the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts.
Considering the most secret
The most
part.
secret part of a man go be what? Your mind.
Yeah.
But you see that too. You understand?
Yeah, the most I say, you know the thing,
Can.
we think before we even think it.
Imagine that. Before you even think the thought, before it was even a thought, you don't know your body and must stop that. You understand?
You do that. So how we can hide from a man? How we can hide from that? From the Most High. You might duck me. You might hide from me and duck me. You know? But not Yahweh Basham Yoshai. Good.
So he knew all things, ever they were created.
You know all things. The man who created you, he ain't gonna know nothing about you.
Can.
You must know about you. Like the man who created you.
So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. He said, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected not, he shall be taken. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another.
Yeah, and the Most High judgment right now on the face of the earth right now. And especially judging these women. Because, you know, over here in Trinidad, a lot of women being judged. A lot of women being killed. Right? And when you do your investigation, it's going back to adultery. It's going back to that. Right? And that is a crime worthy unto death. You know, as the brother will bring out that precept, you know, for the Lord, you know, he create spirits for vengeance. Right? The Lord says, for jealousy is a rage of a man, and he shall not spare any day of judgment. Because, you know, it had an incident what happened with the Jake chop up he stab up the children, and he chop up the wife. Right? You know, he had judgment, you know, he store for, you know, the things he do too. You know? But the Lord executed judgment on these women. You know, the scripture says, rise up ye women that at ease. You know? Granted gonna fail. See these men executing them. The head getting licked off.
But let's feel sorry for these women, and mostly all the times they get put to death is because of adultery.
Yeah.
Some form of adultery.
Some form of wickedness, some form of adultery adding up too.
Something they do, something they say, you know, women, you know, they should all fall out. A man might whoever and go in quarters, but women, nah, they don't care back now, boy. Vengeance thing, so you know, I had to one up him. If say something simple like, if he talking loud, I had to talk louder than he. If he deal with this woman, I gotta go and deal with the next man. And the man I can deal with, that'll be brother, that'll be best friend, that'll be father, son, and that all these women is the real revenge thing, real evil. You understand? Deceitful, real evil.
All wickedness is literal to the wickedness of a woman. Right? How dread women. And women today is the number one cause of men getting put to death. Women is the cause of men getting put to death. Right? Because look at the incident with the officer and the Coast Guard. Two of them kill one another. For a fucking nigga woman. Right? Committing adultery. You know? Two of them going at it Western style. Bullets for bullets. Two of them get their lights out. And the woman still in she wickedness.
Dealing with our next man.
Dealing with her next boy. And two earlier in the spiritual realm. Because of that adulterous woman.
Now the scripture says to 2 Timothy 2:4, no man that word entangled himself with the affairs of this life, you know, because the niggas again, you understand, who went or let's sacrifice all the life of a woman. So you really think about it. How much of a gift is these women out here? You understand? Really ask yourself, okay, none of virtuous woman you're getting, And it's not no virgin you get it. You understand?
And these women them walking around balling, they walking trophy, they make trophy. That old rusty trophy, that trophy done win about 1,000 times already. That trophy passed down from hand to hand already. Real men win that trophy. But you is that trophy. Man must cherish you. You could cherish something what done the file already. Something that beat out already. A brand new second hand you get, and I must cherish you.
And then it is, as they say, they pretend like if there's a walking trophy, but these women out there is not no prize. So there's none out to say they get virgin and is real virtuous, is real love and honor and respect and real take care of the household, and these women are doing that.
These women them twat that smell like rotten fish. How that could be a prize? When you get that vulgar scent from that. And because of all these spirits them in she from all these different men. Right? Dealing with, battling with your spirits inside her she. Causing problems.
Because you feel after you have sex with and you bathe, is it? Remember, semen is DNA. You understand? And when a man would go in a woman, that DNA does stay. You understand? As the brother said, sometimes that when they're in the period and thing, you're in your house with a monster. You understand? You're in your house with a monster because why? About 5 spirits and she, you understand?
Yeah.
Mixing and battling you.
Yeah.
Because that DNA is within she.
Yeah.
And when I really think about it, that semen that is bring forth life. Sperm must bring forth life. That's why them thing have the ability. The cells and the sperm cells and them must be moving and they swimming on their own, you understand? Because them things could bring forth life. And when that lodge in she, you understand? You fighting against all them things.
Yeah, you fighting against a legion of spirits. Yeah, series of man she have. 1,000 man. These women them have. You know, so you're gonna cause problems. Mood swings. Or they can't agree. You know? All them things will cause them things. But she be fight herself with 1,000 man already.
And men just make up excuse so they go say, well, on my period I was so. But I don't know excuse, you understand? You're supposed to respect. I women don't like to hear that. To respect and to a servant to the husband. When we talk in them things, they still we sexist, you understand? We sexist, we anti-feminist. And we are anti-feminist, you understand? Because that whole feminist movement is against the way of us in outside. Look at basic biology. A woman and a man is not equal. You understand? Go and do any research on the UFC where they allow a woman, a transgender man, alright, a woman who transitions to a man, to fight a real biological need. Their head does get caved out. You understand? Their head does get mashy. Look at that one, this woman, she was a UFC fighter. And she husband, he used to practice mixed up martial arts, but he was no UFC. The man was average. And she was a champion, eh? She ended up in the hospital, he break his skull. And he was a low average. And she was a champion among women and he breaks his skull. You understand?
Know your place amongst men.
Yeah.
Right? You're not equal.
Yeah, I was watching this thing too, this woman, she was talking about like something on YouTube, and she was saying the man, like she was walking on an alley or a dark alley or something, and it had this man, but she said he was small, like maybe like 5 foot or 5'1" or something, and slim. He was no big, strong, tall man, and he come at you, and she said, she karate thing, tried to defend herself, and that defense did not work. You understand? That man overpowered she. Who are all this technique, who are all this training and experience, she still get overpowered and people end up coming and rescuing she. A woman cannot stand her man. You watch basic sports with tennis. I think they take the 100 and something ranked player out of the males and put him up against Serena Williams. She get a point, you understand? She get 1 point in. And there's a low ranking man in this sport. There's two different levels. Yeah. Men and women on 2 different levels. The world record for the deadlift it was set by a woman. The woman is about 400 and something pounds. We are calling about 630 something pounds, right? That is maybe the strongest woman on the earth right now. The male record is over 1100 pounds. So from 600 to 1100 pounds, he lifting almost twice what she lifting up. You understand? That because it's two different levels. A man and a woman cannot compete together. Even I go in the gym, even in the gym, you might have women who training for years. And men who now come in the gym surpass them in like a week. You understand? Able to lift more than them on the first day because biologically, mentally, men and women are not on the same level. You watch the research on with the military. They say during battle, who does lose their mind the most? Who does go in a state of panic the most? Women. You understand that why it doesn't allow women to be on the front line. You understand? They might get the jobs that will involve them, not having to really be in a full-on gunfight. They might be a supply marine or an engineer or something like that because women, they didn't know about our life. And the times we coming in, they will show how they know about our life.
Yeah,
you understand?
That is not the place.
Yeah.
No, that is not the place for women. The Lord give her order. One woman should be who? Taking care of the household. Not out in the fields. Yeah. I always say today, a lot of women fill the work industry where men supposed to be. Yeah, and that is why it make it hard for men to get jobs and things out there too. These women them fill men's spot.
And the higher spots too, they will not do anything for it. You understand? So they fill any spots.
They go and get a scattered flesh. For position. And a boy ain't go like nothing better than that. They give you a little position. These women and women thing, we have a lot of job opportunities, job and things for men. But I do that. When the scripture say a woman shall come past a man, wife shall rule over them.
Children are the oppressors and women will rule over them because, as the brother said, plenty of them high positions and them women full of it. Because they allow. And he saw no by he doing that, he got break up a household. Because when I know one breadwinner again, and a woman go tell herself, well, hey, if you are providing for me, I can provide for myself, I can take care of myself. What is your purpose?
Yeah, you can't tell me what to go, what not to go, because you ain't working, I working.
I buying my clothes, I buying this, is my thing, you can't tell me what to do.
That when I get them that, that when I get them some sort of power, to have over you, that you can't tell them what to do and what not to do. Because you put them out, they're working, they can maintain themselves. They had a liberty, that power, and all that going to strip from them. They're going to be naked. The Lord going to reveal them, reveal the wickedness, because when He close up this vintage, right, and this vintage fail, the system fail, what do you think going to happen? Even when they're going to be out of job, no work, how are they going to survive? They will need a man. Say a man to the spider and say, boy, you is a waste of time, man. That is the same man.
You shut it before these women out by themselves, and the scripture say 2 or 3 will come and search the houses, and neighbors will fight against each other like an RL mayhem and war and carnage in the streets. How is a woman going to defend herself in moments like that? You understand? Shoot, that the scripture says 7 women will cleave. Yeah. They will come back to the senses with fear, you understand?
Yeah.
And yeah, what they go say? They go say, what they say? You wear our own raiment, and you eat our own bread or something, only let us be called by thy name. So they're coming bold on them. They're coming with a real fear. You understand? Real humble. They again.
You was telling me to look up the pants and go wear the pants and thing again, right? And you go wear the pants again. You doing your thing and you want to buy enough food. You cook your own thing. God, let's let me be called by your name. And a woman is be called by a man named pure. Through marriage, through sex. They'll be showing the twat on you. The gain you the twat now. You had a big fit before. They're throwing it at you know. Then even business. If you have a next bird, that's not even going on beyond the mind. Because they know you to throw them out, to cast them out. You know, they're looking to live, they're looking to survive, they're looking for that bread again. I think, yeah.
And I saw my woman too. What's so wrong about a woman staying at home? You understand? And taking care of a household and thing. I think like that is a righteous role and responsibility that you know, had the opportunity to take care of your own children, take care, you know, your husband, take care of the household and all these things. That shouldn't be a problem. And it wasn't a problem, you understand? In the ancient world, it wasn't a problem. That was just natural. That men would go out fight the wars, and the women would stay home and, you know, nurture the children, take care of the household. That's just the natural order of things.
Yeah, you saw him do that. To get them that little right. Just so him. He do that to destroy the black man family. He do that to destroy them. And it based, as I said, it's always based upon money. Upon the so-called white man. When you could tax one person in the household, you know, the woman working now, so two of them, you know, you could share blade on them, you know, with tax and health charge and NIS and all them. Tax you have to pay now too. And they're going to give she advantage, you know, to give she some sort of power, you know, to bring down she husband. But when the husband working, you know, she more submissive, you know, that the breadwinner, that the man in charge, you know, he had the finance, you know, he going and distribute the money, they to pay this bill, they to do that, whatever the case is. Now she working for she own money. And first let us be bold with it. They working for their own money and telling you that your money is them money. And she money is she money. Right? And we use that power, use that authority over you. You can't talk to she. You can't tell she what to do. Right?
And when I really think about it, to show the love of many who work school, we in slavery. Right? And our women have the opportunity to work, right? And like we say, they in our household, you know, our husband and wife, children, whatever. They wouldn't even tell us hey, my husband under pressure. The money I making, I go put it towards the household too. You understand? And help him out now, boy. Some sort of assistance. No, they can't do that. Why? When I can take the money and boost up myself and use up myself over you now and break away. You understand? But the man dies, so men of you are not with. Men don't think so, you know. Because when you really check it, a man doesn't watch what possession a woman have. A man don't come and say, well, hey, with your education, if you went to university or if much money you making, house, car thing, men doesn't really beat up on that. But a woman now, she want to know your assets, she want to know your qualifications, she want to know what you could do for me, you understand? And run with that now, boy. That shit is... Yeah,
man, I feel like
price now, boy.
Like if them pressure, no way in scriptures if I say woman pressure.
Yeah.
I never hear that yet. Me know if it is me, I never hear it in the scriptures. That woman precious.
Especially these women right now.
I know the Lord say you're gonna make a man more precious.
Hey, and even when the scriptures say, you know, like a virtuous woman is worth more than any ruby and any precious stone.
That talking about this, that talking about wisdom. I ain't talking about these women. Because these women are not virtuous.
That is not what
Sophia. That is the virtuous woman. That is the woman who ain't going and stay around. That is the woman who not going to desert you. That is the woman who not going to commit adultery or any form of wickedness. That is the woman who going to build you. This woman is Sophia.
Okay, the scriptures, they say like GMS preach hate against women. We're not preaching to say we just hate every single Israelite woman, because we know that have certain women that would be delivered out of this kingdom. But at the same time, the majority of the nigger woman is evil. You understand? They're wicked, but they're very deceitful and evil. Right? And when the scriptures talk about virtuous woman, No woman today is fitting that. You
When
understand?
you read
It's
things that provoke.
Yeah.
But the woman was saying, my son, give not thy strength unto woman.
Yeah. Not I waited that which destroyed kings.
My mother, if a mother telling you about women, how deceitful and dread they is. You know? I always have a saying, you know, a woman could build you and a woman could break you. You know, once you get your strength onto a woman, these what going to take place. They're going to get broken down. Right? They're going to get deceived. You're going to sin. You're going to die. How you can get your strength onto a weaker vessel weaker than you? How you get your strength onto that? Right? As in the animal world too. When you watch Planet of the Apes, when Caesar is weak, we tell them, we say, apes follow the stronger ape. You know, they always go at the strong branch. You know, and it's not a woman and it's men. And they show the order within the animals and them. There's no woman gorilla ruling over the men. That is out of order.
Even
You go see the silverbacks, them
even among,
male
even
gorilla.
among lions, people just say, oh, lioness is the one in charge because them is the ones that do the hunting, but they don't have the understanding to where that come like a woman cooking. The lioness and them just go and get the food, you understand? Them just hunt and get the food. And then to show you how true it is, sometimes them will go and get the kill. And then the top lion will come and take it from them. And they don't do anything about it, you understand? Because they be husband. And a pride of lions is basically one head lion, lionesses, and then the cubs at varying levels, you understand? But that one lion has been ruling over his pride. And his role now and responsibility, he does patrol the borders, you understand? He's the one that protect the lionesses from other lions, you understand? And from other beasts that might come to harm them, you understand? But they are the ones that do all the hunting and gathering the food. So even in the animal kingdom, they have a role. And in that role, males does always be on top. Always be on top.
Or you could cleave onto something weaker than you are. A woman, right? To rule, right? Oh, a woman can't meant to say to maintain a household without a man. That's why they don't know how to rule. But it's not in them. The Lord didn't put that into them to rule. That's why the scripture show, you know, where there is no hedge, the possession is spoiled. Right? The possession will be spoiled. The children will be spoiled. But they're going to be all emotional and all these things. What are all these people them, all these niggas them today? Emotional, who grew up with grandmothers, who grew up with tanty, who grew up with auntie, no father figure in the house. The emotional, you match them, the one that pull out a gun to shoot you one time.
And them is the same niggas that be running around killing each other too. You understand? All them gang bangers and them, it's a guarantee. Grow up in a household with a single mother. Or at a grandmother, they grow up with the auntie as the brother say.
And that's what scripture says. The curse of the mother rooted out foundation. But the blessing of the father established house of children. The houses of children.
I was watching a podcast and this woman, it be one man with a set of women. And one of them was saying she just commend single black mothers because they stand up when men fail. You understand? And they take the reins and they raise the children and all these things. So the man tells she what will come out of that? What will come out of all the raising black men? Well, they create monsters, you understand?
Yeah.
Complete monsters, or they create faggots, or they create killers, or they just die, or they create.
The scripture say that.
Yeah.
They will create monsters and they shall die grievous death.
Because die all women, they don't know how to they try to take over the father role, but they can't. Because they wasn't made to do that role. Women are more nurturing, you understand? They more nurturers and things, but they say that like what you have about Shemya, you need a hedge in it. You need a strong ruler. You understand? Just like in a great millstone, the Lord set up certain men And that is our leaders, and we look to them and take example from them. And we see that, hey, these men don't miss the works. These men just do a video every day. These are strong men that have been doing this for decades. So we take example of their strength. You understand? So it's the same thing with a woman. She should look to somebody that is stronger than she, which is men. But for a man now, they say, I go look down. I go look down and feel that picture to rule over me. That don't make no sense. You understand? You're looking at wolf packs and things. The strongest wolf must always become the leader. And if the leader is found unfit, the rest of the wolves wouldn't follow him. You understand? They go break out into fighting and they'll eventually kill him if he's not a strong leader. And that's exactly what we're happening with the so-called white man and with these women and with all these nations. They're not fit to rule. You understand? They're not fit to rule a planet. They're not fit to rule a kingdom people. So the Lord gonna move them out of the power seat.
That's not trying to rule their children. Because their children are fools.
Yeah, anything?
Because you know when the wicked in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous in authority, they're gonna rejoice. You know? We ain't rejoicing right now because the wicked in authority. You know, and just now we alone balling. The other nations them balling too. Because he's so controlled, he's so running. And we're pressing them as well. But one of the main focus is on me. You know, he hate me with a perpetual hatred.
The animals and them mourning. Watch how much animals going extinct. You know, in Antarctica and all these places, the ice melting. Esau is just ruining the whole planet. You understand? On every level, physical, spiritual, mental, Esau just ruining everything he touch. Because he's a destroyer.
That curse has to go, boy. So he saw a curse, but he has to go. He ain't fit to rule.
You know, and with that, hope this was edifying, giving all praises and glory unto the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
The God honor the apostles and the elders have surely ruled on a great millstone. Say peace and salutation to the sincere brethren out there pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere session out there as well. Brother Kalam.
Brother Kwara.
Saying shalom.
Shalom.